It looks like Prince Harry's definitely killed off this golden goose. As ever, though, what are we talking about? Hi, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you today. And as ever, thank you so much for joining me. How are you keeping? You all right? By the way, I'm glad you enjoyed the video, the recent video about the champagne drink, Champagne Perry drink. Oh, yes. We'll get told off about that, won't we? Babycham. So many of you remembered it. As I say, I remember the adverts because I thought it was just a very clever cartoon marketing thing, but it was one of those things that really took off, wasn't it? And it just seems of a time and an age. It's a shame, isn't it? It's still available today, but I don't think it's seen as in fashion. Anybody also remember Cherry B? Do you remember that one? Yeah, you must remember. Do you remember Cherry B? That was another heavily marketed thing, wasn't it? It's like a lot of the. It's fun to share these memories, though, isn't it? Because you kind of, when we all watched telly at one point, the adverts were literally so strong, weren't they, that you just remembered them. Who remembers Mandate aftershave? Remember that one? Did you have that in your part of the world? That was seen as very provocative. Lovely smell. Yes, but it was very expensive at the time. Just used to lather yourself in it when you went into Boots or somewhere like Timothy White's for free and come out. Could never afford it, could you? Back as ever to your story of the day. Interesting, isn't it, when you think about it? Because Prince Harry, he put out that thing, didn't he? The man that I've become, the press release, all of the money he was going to get because he was so worth it. And of course, Penguin Random House realised very quickly, as we told you recently, that he wasn't necessarily worth it. Yes, he got a lot of headlines, but he didn't necessarily sell enough books. And that's because, it's a very tough market out there. When you put an autobiography out, you're normally up against a lot of people. You see, recently, this past year, should I say, we've had the likes of Jada Pinkett Smith, Britney Spears, who, was boasting about selling millions of books, thousands, should I say, of books, but it doesn't really turn into money. And what's interesting now is, despite all of those people claiming that they are that interesting and their fans will lap it up, book publishers now have decided the big deals, quite frankly, are over. So you could suggest that Harry and Co. have literally killed the golden goose. The reason behind this, though, in fairness to them, is quite simply this. Years ago, you see, if you had a celebrity doing an autobiography, they would sell the serialization rights maybe to a major tabloid newspaper or a broadsheet. That broadsheet may pay half of the advance that the publisher had paid. So they've already recouped something, and then they only now need to sell the books. But you see, the tabloids and the newspapers have no money. So they just wait for the book to come out, rip it off for nothing, put all the best stories out, and it's cost them nothing. Meaning, you and I, the reader, the purchaser, don't need to buy the book. Not necessarily the problem or the fault of the author or the celebrity, but that's how time has shifted. Either way, we can honestly say that Harry, Britney, and Jada, alongside many others like Patrick Stewart of Star Trek fame, you can all kiss the big deals goodbye, because quite frankly, there's no money left in the pot. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.